Welcome to all. In this video we will see the objective type question and answers in digital electronics. Let us start from the basics, that is number system and arithmetic operations. So first question, a 64-bit word consists of what? The options are 4 bytes, 8 bits, 4 bits and 8 bytes. So the second and third options, that is 8 bits and 4 bits, definitely it will not be a correct one, because in the question the length of the word is 64 bits. So these two options will not be the correct one. So next come to this 4 bytes. Byte, we know that byte is a collection of 8 bits. So 4 bytes means 4 into 8, that is 32 bits. Okay, and here it is 64 bits, so we can exclude this option. Next one is 8 bytes. So 8 into 8, that is 64 bits. So the correct option is fourth one. Okay, so next question, nibble. Nibble is a collection of what? We know that nibble is a collection of 4 bits. Byte is a collection of 8 bits and word is a collection of 16 bits. Similarly, nibble is a collection of 4 bits. The fourth option is the correct one. Next, if 93 bar 4 is equal to 23, the base of the number system is. So let us see how to solve this. 93 divided by 4 is equal to 23. So take the base of this number system as B. Okay, so B is the base. Using this base, expand this equation, then you get 93. 93 can be written as 3 into B power 0 plus 9 into B power 1. Okay, divided by 4. So 4 into B power 0. That is, I am using the weight of that positions. Okay. So next, here 23. So least significant bit is 3. So 3 into B power 0 plus 2 into B power 1. Okay. So if you are solving this, you get 9B plus 3 divided by 4 is equal to 2B plus 3. Okay. So next, 9B plus 3 is equal to, if you are taking this 4 into right side, you get 8B plus 12. Right. So next, if you are solving this, you get B is equal to 9. Right. So B is equal to 9. That is the correct answer. So here the option is 3. 3 is the correct answer. So next question, the value of base R if 121 base R is equal to 144 base 8, that is octal number, right? It is also same type of question. So now let us solve this. 121 and base value is R. If you are expanding this number by using this base, you get 1 into R power 0 plus 2 into R power 1 plus 1 into R power 2, right? So in the left side, in the right side, you get 144, that is base 8. So you can write 1 into 8 square plus 4 into 8 plus, that is 8 power 1, 4 into 8 power 0. So you get R square plus 2R plus 1 is equal to R square plus 2R plus 1 is equal to 64 plus 32, 4 8s are 32 plus 4. Okay, so 64 plus 32, 96, 96 plus 4, that is 100, right? 96 plus 4, 100. Here it's like a square plus 2ab plus b squared, so you can write a plus b the whole square. So here a is r and b is 1, right? So it is like a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A is r and b is 1, so you can write r plus 1 the whole squared is equal to 100. If you are solving this, r plus 1 is equal to square root of 100 is 10, right? So r plus 1 is equal to 10, then r is equal to 9. So the correct answer is 9. That is option 2. Next one is the largest 2-digit hexadecimal number. Okay, so we know that hexadecimal number system has 16 distinct values, that is from 0 to 9 and 10 that can be represented by A and A to F. Okay, so it has 16 distinct values which is from 0 to 9 and A to F. So the largest single digit hexadecimal value is F. Here the largest 2-digit hexadecimal number, so definitely FF, right? So that is option 2, FF. That is the correct answer. Next one, octal number 651.124 is equivalent to what, right? So here in the answers all are base 16, that is hexadecimal, so we have to convert this octal number into hexadecimal, right? So octal number to how to convert octal number into hexadecimal? Directly we cannot convert octal into hexadecimal, so first you have to convert the octal number into binary, then you have to convert that binary into hexadecimal. So to convert this octal number into binary, you have to represent each digit in this octal number by a 3-bit binary, right? So first 651.124. To convert this into binary, each digit should be represented by 3-bit binary. So 6, that is 110. Equivalent binary is 110. 5, so equivalent binary is 101. 1, equivalent binary is 001, right? So 1, 001, don't miss this radix point. 2, 0, 1, 0, 4, 1, 0, 0. So, okay, so now you are having 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, right? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, okay, which is a binary number. So next you have to convert this into hexadecimal. For that you have to group this binary, otherwise you have to split this binary into a group of 4 bits. So start from the radix and goes towards right and left. So if you are starting from this radix point, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is one group, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is second group, and here 0, so you can put another 3 more zeros, right? Similarly in the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is one group, 1, 2, 3, 4, next one is 1. So to form the 4-bit group you can add 3 zeros. Okay, so now write the corresponding hexadecimal. Okay, so next one, write the corresponding hexadecimal. So here 0001, that is 1, 1010, that is 10. So in hexadecimal 10 is represented as A. Okay, so A. Next 1001, which is 9, right? 9. 0010, that is 2. 1010, 10, that is A. 0000, that is 0. Okay, don't forget this radix point. So this is the equivalent hexadecimal number. Okay, so the answer is 1A9.2A0. So that is first option. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So next one, convert binary number into octal. Convert this binary number into octal. Convert the binary number into octal. To convert this, first you have to form a group of 3 bits, right? You should start from the least significant bit. So form a group with 3 bits. So this is first group, second, third, fourth, right? And write the corresponding octal digit for each group. So here 0, 1, 0, corresponding octal is 2. 0, 0, 1, that is 1. 1, 1, 0, that is 6. 1, 1, 0, that is 6. So this is the corresponding octal number, that is 6612, which is option 2. This is the correct one. Okay. So next question, hexadecimal representation of binary number 0111110.1101, which is a binary number. Next, you have to convert this into hexadecimal, right? So it is similar to octal, but in octal you have to form a group of 3 bits. In hexadecimal you have to form a group of 4 bits. You have to start from radix point. So in the right side we have 1101, which makes one group. Then in the left side 0111, that is first group. Next one is 10, so we can put 2 more zeros to form a group of 4 bits, right? So next you have to write the corresponding hexadecimal value for this group. So 1101, which is equivalent to 13, right? 1101, that is 841, that is 13. In hexadecimal 13 is equivalent to D. Okay, and 1110, so 1110, that is 14. In hexadecimal 14 is E. Okay, and come to this 0001, 0001 is 1. So this is the equivalent hexadecimal value, that is 1E dot D. That is option 1. So option 1 is the correct answer, right? So next question, in a sign magnitude form, the decimal equivalent of 1101010 is what? Okay, so in sign magnitude form, the decimal equivalent of this one is what? Okay, in sign magnitude, if you are using sign magnitude, means the most significant bit is a sign bit. Okay, the first bit, which is called as most significant bit, which is used to represent the sign of that number. And in binary there is 2 values, either 0 or 1. If it is 0 means that is positive number. Okay, if it is 0 means it is a positive number, and 1 means it is a negative number. So here it is 1, most significant bit is 1, so definitely it is a negative number. Okay, so next, leaving this most significant bit, the other bits are 1 0 1 0 1 0. Next, convert this into decimal value. If you are using that 8421 code, you get that is 8421. So definitely the weight of the next bit is 16 and the weight of the next bit is 32, right? It is powers of 2 because here it is a binary value and the weight is increasing by the order of 2. So 1 2 4 8 16 32. So here we have 32 plus it is 0, we can leave it, and here we have value, so 8, and here we have value, so 2. Okay, so 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 32, that is 42, and the number, the most significant bit is 1, so the number is a negative number and the decimal equivalent is 42. The answer is minus 42. Okay, so first option is the correct one, that is minus 42. Okay, so in sign magnitude form, first bit is the sign bit, so here it is 1, so definitely the number is a negative number. So next question, the decimal value of signed magnitude binary number 11101. So it is also the same type of problem. So 11101 in sign magnitude form, first bit, that is most significant bit, is sign bit, and here it is 1, so the number is a negative number. Okay, then take other 4 bits, that is 1101, right? So first bit is a sign bit, you can leave that. The other bits are 1101. Now convert this into decimal. So if you are using 8421, that is weight of that position, you get 8 plus 4 plus 1, right? 841. So that is 13, right? So the equivalent decimal number is 13 and the sign is negative. So answer is minus 13. Okay, answer is minus 13. Here it is option 4. 4 is the correct one. Next question, the decimal equivalent of the binary number 1011.011, decimal equivalent of the binary number. So now given is binary number, you have to convert that into decimal. For that you have to use the weight of each position. Okay, so here it is base 2. If you are taking from the radix point 1011, so 1 into 2 power 0 plus 1 into 2 power 1 plus 0 into 2 power 2 plus 1 into 2 power 3. Okay, so in the right side you have to express by negative powers of 2, that is 0 into 2 power minus 1 plus 1 into 2 power minus 2 plus 1 into 2 power minus 3, right? So in the left side 2 power 0, that is 1, you get 1 plus this is 2 plus 0 plus 8, 0 to 1. So this side, this is 0 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. Okay, So here in the integer part you get 11, right? The fraction part 1 by 4 is 0.25 and 1 by 8 is 0.125, correct? Okay, so if you are adding this 2 you get 375, right? So 11.375, 1.375, which is the equivalent decimal number. Okay, so the option is 1. 1 is the correct answer. So next question, 1's complement of 11001101 is. So to take 1's complement, you have to complement each digit in that binary value. Okay, that means you have to complement each bit in that binary value. Okay, so here 100 1101, if you are complementing each bit you get 0 1 1 0 0 1 0. That means you have to replace 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. Okay, so you get the answer 0 1 1 0 0 1 0. Here it is in the third option, so which is the correct one, 0 1 1 0 0 1 0, right? Next, sum of the binary number 1101.101 and 111.011, right? So it is a binary number and you have to add these two numbers, right? So this one is 1101.101. Okay, so next number is 111011. Okay, now add. Before adding this, we just remember the addition rules. That is 1 plus 0, that is equal to 1, that is sum 1 and carry 0. Sum and carry, this is the addition rules, binary addition rule. So 1 plus 0, sum 1 carry 0. 1 plus 1, that is sum 0 and carry 1. We all know that 0 plus 0 is equal to sum 0 and carry 0, right? And 0 1, similarly 0 1 is equal to sum 1 and carry 0. Okay, and if you are having 3 ones, 1 1 and 1, you get sum 1 and carry 1. You just remember 1 plus 0, either 1 plus 0 or 0 plus 1. Sum is 1 and carry is 0. If both the inputs are 1, 1 1 means sum 0 and carry is equal to 1. You all know this, 0 0 means definitely 0, and if there is 3 ones means sum 1 and carry 1. This is the addition, binary addition rule. So here 1 1, 2 ones, so sum 0, carry 1. Sum 0 and carry 1. Okay, so next again 1 1, so definitely sum 0 and carry 1. Okay, so now 1 1 means 0, sum 0 and carry 1. Okay, now we are having 3 ones, 1 1 1, so sum is 1 and carry is also 1. Okay, so 1 1, 2 ones, sum 0, carry is 1. 1 1 1, 3 ones, so sum 1, carry is also 1, right? 1 1, that is sum 0 and carry is 1, that is the end carry. So answer is 10101.000. Okay, that is here it is in second option, so this one is the correct. Okay, so next Next question. On subtracting 0 1 0 1 0 from 1 1 1 1 0 using 1's complement. So here we have to subtract this one from this number and we have to use 1's complement, right? So first write down this 1 1 1 1 0. You have to subtract the number 0 1 0 1 0 from this. Okay. So here given as 1's complement, you have to use 1's complement. For that you have to take the 1's complement of this 0 1 0 1 0. Okay, so if you are using 1's complement, you have to take the 1's complement of this second number. If you are taking the 1's complement, means you get 1 0 1 0 1. We know how to calculate 1's complement, and 1's complement can be calculated by complementing each bit in that number. Okay, and after taking 1's complement, we have to add this with the first number 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, actually given a subtraction, but here we are using 1's complement. So in 1's complement technique, you have to take the 1's complement of the second number and you have to add that number with the 1's complement with the first number. Okay, so now add this 2, you get 1 1 1 1. So sum 0, carry 1 1 1. So sum 0, carry 1. So 1 1 1, sum 1, carry 1. Okay, so if there is a carry in 1's complement, if there is a carry, means we have to add this carry with the least significant bit, right? You get 1 1, that is 0. Okay, so carry 1 1 1, sum 0, carry 1, so you get 1, right? So next one is 0, next one is 1. Okay, so the answer is 1 0 1 0 0. Okay, so this is the answer. So if you are using 1's complement for subtraction, means you have to take the complement of 1's complement of the second number and add that 1's complement with the first number. Okay, if there is any carry in this result, means you have to add the carry with the least significant bit, and the final answer is this one. If there is no carry, means this is the solution. You have to take the 1's complement of the answer and the answer is a negative one. Okay, here it is a positive value, so answer 1 0 1 0 0. So that is option 4.